napakaaga pa po natin dito sa conference na ito, ang 2005 Grand Matador PBA Fiesta Conference. But both these teams want to get off to a quick start. Tignan natin ang ating team standing. Itong TNT PhonePals in third place with a 1-1 standing. Alright, bigyan muna natin ng pansin itong Santa Lucia team. It's a team with some new acquisitions. But of course, pag sinabi mong Santa Lucia Realtors, you're always thinking of their main man, na si Kenneth Duremdes, who time and time again has really led this team on.
Oh, grabe yung linaro ni Kenneth Duremdes kalaban yung Alaska Aces. He had 36 big points that game. Makikita natin yung stats niya a little bit later on. Pero tignan mo, si Kenneth Duremdes mukhang kondisyon na siya. At sinasabi ko yung stats niya kanina, 36 points, 7 out of 11 from 3-point land. Tapos may 10 rebounds ka pa.
Sinabi mong 36 points, parang mga numero ng isang import yan, Kenneth Duremdes.
At parang import yung linaro nito si Kenneth Duremdes that game. Kahit na pa ganadong-ganado sila dahil sabi nila magaling daw talaga yung import nila, Kenneth Duremdes yung nagdala nung larong yon.
Well, speaking of imports, yung nabanggit mo nga na both these teams have imports na talagang highly touted here in this conference. Yung sa Santa Lucia muna, import is pretty tall. Na nakita natin itong si Raheem Brown. He looks very fit to play.
Oo, yung napanood ko yung una niyang laro, I actually covered that. At yung isa sa mga una niyang tira, Paolo, quick spin, tas dunk from the baseline. He had 17 points that game, 7 out of 15 from the field, 10 rebounds and 3 blocks. Pero Paolo, ang nangyari dito kay Raheem Brown, hindi pa siya masyado nakalaro dahil he suffered from a mild case of cramps. So hindi natin nakita yung full potential niya that game, pero may inside and outside game siya. So ngayon, mukhang mas maganda na, naka-adjust na siya ng konti dito sa panahon natin. Tignan natin kung mas maganda lalaroin ni Raheem the Dream Brown.
Alright, moving over now dito sa kupunan ng TNT PhonePals. So far, isang game pa lang ang inilaro nila in Jakarta. But again, we take a look at this PhonePals team with such a deep bench na nandyan rin two forwards that also stepped up in that game out of the country.
Oh, well, kahit na pa import-laden conference to, yung mga locals kailangan pa rin mag-contribute in any given day. At nakita natin si Don Camaso, one of the two guys na maganda pinakita sa Jakarta. Pati na itong si Victor Pablo. And sinabi mo nga sa akin earlier, Pao, pero i-share natin sa ating mga manonood, na itong si Don Camaso kakagaling lang sa Amerika for training with Nino Gelig. Tingnan natin muna yung numbers nila in Jakarta. Victor Pablo, 17 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist. Don Camaso, 15 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists. Grabe talaga yung linaro nila nung game na yun.
Well, that's some of the players to watch out for dito para sa TNT PhonePals. Ang kanilang import, again, still has to prove himself. Makita natin mamaya si Earl Ike. Also comes in with very big credentials. Titignan natin kung mag-step up ulit ito.
Sila yung unang-unang game na hindi napanood actually ng live. Pero itong si Earl Ike, madami nagsasabi, sobrang galing daw, mataas tumalon. He had 18 points, 8 out of 10 from the field, and 10 rebounds. Pero yung numbers niya, hindi pa ganun ka-impressive as dun sa binibigay sa kanyang media mileage ng mga tao.
Alright, well, yan po ang makita natin, ang labanan ng mga imports, ang labanan ng mga locals, both between these two teams. Right now, puntaan natin si Eric Reyes, who's at courtside.
Here with me now is TNT import Earl Ike. Earl, have we seen the best of you yet?
No, you have not seen the best of me yet. You know, every time I go out there, I want to try to play better and better.
And then Santa Lucia has a lot of big, tall, exciting players, very athletic. How do you think you'll be matching up with them tonight?
I think it's going to be a good matchup. You know, we have a game plan and the coach implemented, and we're going to try to put that game plan to work.
And then where do you think you'll be having any adjustments for your team?
I think the main adjustment is just supposed to go out there and play hard on the court. Just leave it all out on the court. Everything takes care of itself.
Thank you very much, Earl. Good luck tonight.
Yan yung si Earl Ike at nakita mo naman some of his comments coming into this ball game.
Paolo, man of few words itong si Earl Ike.
Well, let's see if he can do the talking on the hard court, on the floor later on. At alam mo, coming into this ball again, two teams with contrasting styles. Ano yung mga expectations natin dito?
Well, I expect Santa Lucia to go down low to their import para makita nila talaga ano ba ang gusto at kayang gawin itong si Raheem Brown. But of course, expect the big three, Espino, Duremdes, and Marlo Aquino to play big-time ball also. Pero para dito naman sa TNT PhonePals, you expect Marquilan, who's coming off an injury, to try and play well. Pablo, Camaso, And of course, Nino Gelig, Jimmy Alapag, madami, deep bench talaga itong Talk and Text phone pass. That's why it's a joy to coach them. But tignan natin, meron pa yata si Eric.
Ayun,
sasabihin si Eric.
kasamang
tungkol
Eric
sa
at
Talk and Text
courtside.
phone pass.
Yes, marami pa ako yung dadagdag dito. Well, I spoke to Coach Ariel Vanguardia on the status of Mark Talan and Willie Miller. Si Mark Talan hindi nakalaro sa Jakarta because nagkakaproblema pa rin siya with this hamstring. Yun yung injury na nakuha niya since last conference nung finals. Pero okay na siya ngayon and will be able to play tonight. Si Willie Miller naman, hindi siya masyadong naglaro for that game because yung ankle sprain niya, it takes a lot of time for it to heal because he re-sprained it during the finals. Kaya ngayon, both of them are ready and they'll be able to play tonight. Back to you guys.
Alright, yan pa, ibang mga key players na makikita din natin. Let's just see kung nakapag-recover na ba itong mga players na ito. Will they be 100%? That's a big question mark coming to this ball game.
Well, good news para sa Talk and Text phone pass. Kahit na injured sila, they will be playing into this game and they should be ready. Kahit na hindi sila 100%, you still want an 80% of a Mark Tilan and a Willie Miller in your team.
Alright, ito po ang inyong PBA coming on this Sunday evening. Ang second game dito po sa ating Sunday special. The Talk and Text phone pals laban dito sa Santa Lucia Realtors. To tip things off here para sa Santa Lucia, si Mendoza, Duremdes, Carlo Aquino, Dennis Espino together with their import, Raheem Brown. And for the phone pals, it's Alapag and Camaso at the guard position. Center nila, itong si Earl Ike together with Harvey Carey and Victor Pablo. Will be blowing their whistles here tonight. First position, mapupunta dito sa Santa Lucia Realty. Brown, picked up by Harvey Carey. Ito na si Brown in the shaded area. Matatawagan siya ng traveling.
And Raheem Brown wanting to go to work early. Sabi nga natin, Paolo, itong si Raheem Brown, maganda yung debut na. Nanalo sila, pero hindi pa nakikita talaga ang true worth niya.
Camaso, swinging it over to Carey. Back to Alapag. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Pablo, medium range, jumper is good.
Deadly talaga si Vic Pablo from that 15-foot range. And alam mo itong Paolo, itong si Victor Pablo, he's about 35 years old. Pero grabe yung kondisyon ng katawan niya.
Well, isa siya sa mga veterano dito na sa ating liga. Of course, came in that batch together with June Limpot, Johnny Abarientos. He was picked 3rd overall. And you said it, he looks like he's in tip-top shape. Mendoza. Inside Espino at the high post. Now they go down to Marlo Aquino weaving inside using the glass. And then there'll be a turnover on the other end. Alam mo kung titignan natin itong starting lineup ng Talk and Text, it's not your usual starting lineup dahil wala si Willie Miller, no? Si Don Camaso is playing the guard, well listed at the guard position, pero siyang bumabantay dito kay Dennis Espino.
Well, mas magandang matchup ni Harvey Carey against the import kasi mas mabilis itong si Harvey Carey compared to Don Camaso. Don Camaso, alam naman natin, not really known for his defense.
Back-to-back baskets for the Skyscraper. At lamang na dito ang Santa Lucia, 4-2 in the first. The Realtors with the possession. Duremdes running the break. Ito na si Captain Marbel. And an inside Brown, another tip in. At lamang na dito ang Realtors 6-2. They just put 6 straight points.
Parang
on the
mga
board.
poste lahat yung mga nandun sa loob for the Santa Lucia Realtors. Ang lalaki lahat yan. Espino, Aquino, Raheem Brown, and Duremdes.
So a big lineup for Santa Lucia. Brown looking for the post-up play. There's Brown against the double team.
Paolo, kung mapapansin mo, one-on-one defense muna kay Raheem Brown. Tapos pina-force nila baseline, tapos nanggagaling. Yung help defense itong Talk and Text phone pals, galing sa baseline.
Well, the past 2 plays, itong si Raheem Brown, mukhang pumaposte, no? He's listed at 6'10", maybe a little bit shorter than that, maybe around 6'9", 6'8". But manipis na ito, yung import na ito is weighs in at 220 pounds.
Mas malaki itong si Earl Ike.
who's nicknamed Big E. Oh, he's listed at 260 pounds, so a lot more beef in him. Oh, yes. Durende, lulusot sa baseline. No go. Ito si Jimmy Alapag on the break. Camaso.
And Paolo, that's one stat last time itong Santa Lucia Realtors that really spelled the game right from the start, yung shot blocking ability nila. I think we ended that game, Santa Lucia ended with 9 shot blocks against the Alaska Aces, at yun talaga yung nag-set ng tempo. Lahat ng mga tira ng mga Alaska Aces nag-iiba na every time they went inside.
Well, that says a lot of a team when you lead the game in the shot blocks department. We have 9:18 to play here in quarter number 1. Ang bola dito sa Santa Lucia, and a violation is called here on Raheem Brown. Inbound violation.
Looks like Raheem Brown's trying a bit too hard. Gusto niya magpakita at focus ang referee natin who are working the games. And Paolo, going back to Raheem Brown, mukhang nanggigigil siya. Gusto niya talaga magpakita. Even last game, he suffered cramps midway into the third quarter. Nung fourth quarter, masakit na masakit pa. But you could see him jogging down the sideline. Gusto niya i-warm up para makalaro. Gusto talaga magpakita.
Duremden inside. Captain Marbel has been very active on the rebounding end.
And when they interviewed Raheem Brown, sabi niya, I want to bring some energy into this Santa Lucia squad. And it looks like that's what he really brings. Ganado maglaro yung mga players pag kasama siya sa loob.
Well, I'm sure that's something Coach Al Francis Chua would want to bring into this team. Some energy, some lift for his players.
Hindi lang nanggagaling kay Coach Al yung intensity, pati ngayon sa import nila.
Earl Ike will control the leather. Alapag had the right thing in mind, pero masyado mataas ang pasa dito para kay Victor Pablo. Here in quarter number 1, team foul story. The PhonePals already with 2 team fouls. Santa Lucia only with a foul on the streets, and Mendoza will not find the mark. Carry to Earl Ike. He had an open lane in the left side, but he took the basket or took the ball towards the right.
Pinahirapan pa yung tira, Paolo. Well, could have been fishing for the foul also from Marlo Aquino. First personal foul for Aquino. Pero Paolo, ang maganda dito kay Earl Ike, kahit na 260 pounds siya, and he's what, 6'9", he's very light on his feet.
Oh yes, mukhang magaling kumalaw ito sa hardcourt. Si Earl Ike just fresh off a stint playing in Argentina. Actually, that's what these two imports have in common. Both of them are fresh off stint coming from playing in Argentina. Ito si Raheem Brown, aside from Argentina, also played in Brazil. Mendoza calling out the play. Tignan natin. Lalabas si Brown off the pick. And they call an offensive foul on Brown.
Sabi ko nga, Paolo, nanggigigil itong si Raheem Brown, trying to force the issue. Unlike the last game, Paolo, nung pagdating ni Raheem Brown, walang scouting report. Nakalaro na siya ng isang laro. Naka-prepare ngayon itong talk and text PhonePals. So, Raheem Brown will have to have a little bit of patience in trying to look for his shot.
Alapag will swing it over, and the extra pass kay Camaso. Don Camaso. And look at the PhonePals hustling for that possession. Ito na naman si Miller from outside. CM3 coming from Willie Miller.
Ito si Willie Miller, kakapasok lang, instant offense. Walang ankle sprain para dito kay Willie Miller.
Swabbing pa rin yung pagkatira niya noon. So he looks like he has recovered from that injury.
Ay, Paolo, naalala ko, in-interview ko siya nung na-sprain siya. That happened in the semifinals. At na-injure siya ulit ng finals.
Kamusta kayo dyan, mga fans sa Olongapo City? We welcome you to this PBA game between the PhonePals and the Realtors.
And another offensive rebound para dito sa Santa Lucia Realtors. They have 5 in the game, 4 rather.
Medium range, jumper, no go.
Paolo, kung papansin mo, medyo stagnant yung offense nitong Talk and Text PhonePals. Doon lang sa last play nila, nung inikot nila yung bola, 2 extra passes, doon lang sila nakakuha ng wide open shot. At this time, parang hirap na hirap pa rin sila sa ilalim.
Brown able to pick up the foul from Willie Miller. Alam mo, itong kupunan ng Realtors really looking to push the ball up the court.
Trying to get things going itong Santa Lucia Realtors. Makita natin si Marlo Aquino throwing the baseball pass. Dahil nakita niya walang bumabantay dito kay Raheem Brown.
Ito, humihingi na naman ng bola si Raheem Brown. Laban kay Kerry. They swing it around. Dito naman kay Aquino at the post. Duremdes. Extra pass.
Good setup para kay Paulo Mendoza. Too bad he missed the shot. But Mark Delan announcing his presence with that foul. Mark Delan, first personal foul nga niya. Coming off his best conference, if I'm not mistaken, ever in his career last conference. He scored in double figures in every single game except for that Game 6 finals game.
So they were hoping Delan can recover as quickly as he can. At ayan din yung napansin ko kanina sa starting 5. Usually Delan is in there with Miller. Now Delan and Miller coming off the bench to replace Don Camaso and Victor Pablo.
Well, ngayon naninibago din ng mga yan. Especially now that Harvey Carey's back from the injured list. You know, playing with 2 new guys in a 5-man game. Medyo nakakagulo yan at first, but you know, something that they'll more than really appreciate because you have an import and then you have a healthy Harvey Carey.
So 2 more reinforcements. Ito para sa Talk and Text PhonePals. Right now 10-9. As the PhonePals attempting on a basket. It's Brown.
Yun na naman, pinapaspin talaga nila ng baseline. Tapos dumarating ni help defense itong si Earl Ike. At hirap na hirap itong si Raheem Brown. But that time, natawagan ng foul itong si Earl Ike.
Talagang ganun yung kanilang hinahanap na yung dominant import.
At isa sa mga pinakabagong addition nitong Santa Lucia Realtors, Ricky Kalimag. At smile naman dyan, Ricky.
Yan. Alam mo, maraming acquisitions itong Santa Lucia during the off-season.
Oo, bago nilang kinuha. Isa pa galing Wellcoat Paint Masters itong si Chester Tolomia, si Oliver Agapito na galing Red Bull Barako at si Ibet Limape na galing naman sa Pure Food CJ Hotdog.
Yes, so those are 4 new players dito sa rotation. Ayan, pinapasmile na ni Paolo Mendoza. 4 new players dito sa rotation ni Coach Alfred Francis Chua. At nung nakausap ko si Coach, mukhang excited siya dito sa lineup niya ito for the conference.
Well, 4 of these guys bring quickness to his team. At yun ang hinahanap-hanap niya last conference. He felt they were a little bit slow. So kaya pinasok niya itong 4 na manlalarong ito para bumilis ang kanyang koponan.
Brown from the line. At alam mo, it's really getting to know you process dito para sa mga imports. It's only their second game here in the PBA hardcourt. 2 for 2 from Raheem Brown. So Ibet Limape is in the ball game for the first time here. He'll be playing the point guard spot to replace Paulo Mendoza. Delan. Now it's with Pablo inside to Ike.
Good steal job by that time by Big E, Earl Ike. Team na itong si Marlo Aquino. At nung pag-help itong si Ibet Limape, all he could do was foul him. First personal para kay Ibet Limape.
Yeah, I'm taking a look at Earl Ike and now I get the feeling, or now I guess I know why they call him Big E.
Oo.
Malaki talaga na player ito, partner.
Pero hindi siya yung malaki na mabagal eh. Yun yung gusto ko sa kanya. He's stocky, tsaka solid.
Tingnan naman yung mga braso nito, pang wrestling.
Pang heavyweight boxer, ito si Earl Ike.
Laki talaga ito si Earl Ike. Intercepted by Nino Gelig. Gelig also a fresh face here for Talk and Text. Pablo, not wasting any time. And look at Ike against 3 Realtors.
Working hard, and that's his 3rd offensive rebound, Paolo. So kailangan talagang i-box out nitong Santa Lucia Realtors ang import ng PhonePals.
Let's see what Eric's got at courtside.
Yes, Paolo, I was just talking to Boyd Fernandez sa likod ng Santa Lucia bench. And he was telling me that itong si Kenneth Duremdes pala kaya kondisyon na kondisyon ngayon, especially in his last game, no? Nung off-season pala to, nag-aerobike ang tawag nila, aerobike, and he did a lot of plyometrics because, last conference, he was injured and he couldn't really perform well. Pero itong conference na to, handang-handa na talaga si Captain Marvel, Kenneth Duremdes. Back to you, Paolo and Tommy.
At napansin nga natin yan in the first few minutes of the game, even in the rebounding end, not yung plyometrics, basta some parang bagong training technique na ginagamit ngayon ng iba't ibang mga PBA teams.
Oo, at hindi lang mga PBA teams, pati yung mga courtside analysts natin, nagpa-plyometrics, gaya ni Eric Reyes, na kondisyon din galing doon sa kanilang championship kahapon. Congratulations, Eric Reyes.
Ball will go back to Talk and Text with 4:33 to play here in quarter number 1. Nino Gellig now starting to be a regular part of Coach Joel Banal's rotation.
Well, maganda pinakita niya yung last championship run nila. And he earned the respect and the trust of Coach Joel Banal.
Earl Ike muscling his way in. So, matatawagan siya ng traveling. Mukhang hindi pa kilala ni Earl Ike ito si the double teaming effort ni Aquino and Espino.
Kung pag naglaro talagang magkasabay itong si Espino at si Marlo Aquino, mahirap silang tirahan. Sabi nga rin, para silang mga puno sa loob.
Bit de Mape was actually released by the Pure Foods CJ Hotdog and picked up right away by Coach Francis Chua. Colombia, he was off the mark.
But a bit cold off the bench.
Yes, very cold too. Alam natin na may tira ito sa labas.
Oo, nakasama ko yan sa Wellcoat last conference at pag uminit yan, mainit talaga. Yung mga 7 out of 11 ni Kenneth Duremdes, kaya rin itong si Chester Solomia.
Balik PBA na actually ito si Chester Solomia. Played with Barangay Ginebra for 3 years. So he's got some PBA experience tucked under his belt. Now the PhonePals already in the penalty here. Santa Lucia only with 14 fouls. Brown.
Well, maganda yung dinidepensa sa kanya ng Talk and Text PhonePals. They're forcing him one side, tapos maganda, mabilis ang help nitong PhonePals. Kaya hirap na hirap lahat ng tira niya. Pero dun sa pagkakataon ngayon, pangalawang foul na ni Willie Miller.
Willie Miller. Still not 100% back. But he'll play through the pain.
Sabi nga niya, di ba? Gawang gapoto.
Oh.
Very proud of his roots, itong si Willie Miller. Nickname Thriller.
Thriller Miller. pwede rin nickname pa yun, partner.
Pwede. Pero Thriller sa mga chicks yata.
Ay, hindi. Balik na lang tayo dito sa hardcourt, man. Victor Pablo. Back to Stella. They swing it over to Miller. Miller now calling the shot. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Earl Ike posts up against Marlo Aquino.
That's a foul. Tignan natin yung turnovers, Paolo. Both teams have 5 apiece. And I'm sure Coach Joel Banal not too happy with that statistic. We're only in the first quarter. Tas 3 minutes pang natitira. And both teams, sabi nga natin, tigli-5 na turnover.
The foul was picked up by Aquino. Right now, Marlo Aquino with 2 personal fouls. Oliver Agapito will replace Marlo Aquino. So 3:08 to play here in the first quarter. It's a low-scoring first quarter actually here, no?
And Paolo, if there's one kink dun sa armor nitong si Earl Ike, free throw shooting. He's made 3 out of 8 only. So, baka in the end game, this might tell on the talk next phone pass.
Something to watch out for. Chester Colomia. Good extra pass. Demape will sail it from the corner.
And the two new acquisitions of Coach Al Francis Tua playing beautiful music together. Extra pass, shot.
Napakadali ng basketball, ano?
Oo.
Very basic play. Ito na naman, Telan sizing up the defense of Espino. At napakaswabe ng banda ni Mark Telan.
Pag tinignan mo yung jump shot ni Mark Telan, hindi siya tumatalon. Eh, no? Parang all risk action.
Matangkad eh. Para mas pasusok ni Lira. Dennis Espino. Here's Demape. Gets the outside pass and
Second violation para dito sa Santa Lucia Realtors. Import na si Raheem Brown.
under 2 minutes in the quarter. Pablo, fade away jump shot.
Paolo, ang gusto ko lang sa larong to so far na nakikita natin, everybody crashing the board every single time.
I was going to say, no, it's a controlled basketball game, pero the effort is there. Both teams really giving it their all. It's, we're only here in the first quarter.
Saka Paolo, kaya yung first quarter, parang medyo mabagal kasi madaming fouls. But that's because also both teams want to pound it inside, going to their big guys.
Very physical ball game in the shaded area. Pablo, one-on-one against the import. Brown. And Brown able to hold his own. Demape, 1-on-4, decides he holds on to it. And Espino. Fresh shot clock here for the Realtors.
Ayan na naman, Paolo, going down low, going to their strength. But they try to feed off those offensive opportunities.
Almost an interception. Yes, Brown with a good basketball sense just to tap it to his teammate. Demape. Ay, Agapito ang bola ngayon. They look for Brown. Instead it goes to Espino with 11 on the shot clock. And finally, Raheem Brown, he's been working double time in the paint.
At makikita mo yung experience na ginawa ni Mark Telandon. Nakita niya humahabol si Oliver Agapito. Pinakita niya muna yung bola, tapos tinago. And that forced Oliver Agapito to foul him. And Mark Telan has an opportunity now for 2 free throws at the line.
Mark Telan has always been one of those big men na ang galing tumakbo sa fast break lanes, ano? Going back to his college days, he was always a center because of his height.
Oo.
Pero yung natural na position nito, talagang lumalabas ngayon sa laro niya dito with Talk and Text.
Saka Paolo, kakampi ko yan nung college. Ang idol nitong si Mark Telan is si Scottie Pippen.
Ayan.
Naalala ko, yung una kong beses pumunta dun sa dorm nila, etong si Mark Telan may poster ni Scottie Pippen. At he was trying to look the part also.
Kaya Ayun. Well, if he's gonna step up like Scottie Pippen, he'll have to put on the all-around numbers. Right now, Telan guarding the import Raheem Brown. Inside pass, Agapito bottled up. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Demape knows it. Throws it up, and will not get the bounce. Miller. Still 6 seconds on the clock. Belano. Turn around inside. Yes!
That's a tough shot by Don Bel Belano. Kakapas lang, naka 2 points na.
Don Bel Belano, 5 here for both teams. Para sa Talk and Text, their import, Earl Ike. On the post-up play, good reverse. He's joined by Miller, Pablo, De Ocampo, and Belano. Para naman dito sa Realtors, bumalik na naman ang starting unit nila with Mendoza, Doremdes, Espino, the import, Raheem Brown, and si Ricky Kalimag to replace Marlo Aquino.
2 fouls na kasi itong si Marlo Aquino. That's why they have to dig deep into their bench and get guys like Agapito and Kalimag to pitch in.
Miller, they've been going to Earl Ike a lot at the post. There's a double team in inside pass is deflected at ang bola babalik dito sa kupunan ng Realtors.
Paolo, yung first quarter total field goal statistics ng dalawang koponan, Santa Lucia 32%, itong Talk and Text PhonePals 25% lang, 5 out of 20. Kaya naman medyo mababa yung score natin at the end of the first quarter.
But both teams really not in full control of this ball game as Miller, it's a foot race coast to coast for Miller.
Raheem Brown trying a bit too hard. Maganda siguro ikot niya ng konti muna yung bola at bago siya pumoste or bago niya lusutan itong kanyang defender, you can see it, nanggigigil na siya eh.
Goes right, this is off to his left. Talaga namang mukhang na-scoutan ito si Raheem Brown.
Holding down on number 8,
Paulo Mendoza will pick up foul number 2 here in the ball game. Just a side court inbound now for the PhonePals. Miller back to Belano.
Makikita mo, Paolo, nakasona na itong Santa Lucia Realtors.
And look at Victor Pablo just breaking down that zone defense.
At ganun ang kailangan mo. Drive ka at you hit the jump shot. That's the way to break that zone defense.
Espina's shot is thwarted. Fast break in the offing. And the PhonePals starting to dial the right number here in quarter number 2.
Hirap na hirap sa opensa itong Santa Lucia Realtors.
Dave Hopla, he's been teaching pala a lot of those NBA teams in the state, no? One of them is the Toronto Raptors. Tapos ang isa sa mga estudyante niya doon, si Vince Carter pa. Back to you, Paolo and Dominic.
Maraming salamat, Eric. Alam mo ito si Dave Hopla was really brought into town to help the Talk and Text side. I was able to watch one of his lectures nung kasi pumunta rin ito sa Ateneo sa Albeda just to give a session for those basketball players, and he is an excellent shooting coach. He's been doing this for the past 17, 18 years of his life. At partner, alam mo, dun sa buong session namin that I was able to watch, he made 207 out of 209 shots while giving his lecture.
So tumitira siya habang nagla-lecture.
Yes, unbelievable actually, but it's the little things that count really when you talk about shooting. Ang isang focus niya is actually really more on concentration at makikita natin yan mamaya.
Yan ang si Dave Hopla. At napalitaan ko rin na kinuruan niya itong si Shaquille O'Neal. But that's not too good for his credentials kasi itong si...
Actually, just recently nung umakyat yung free throw shooting ni Shaquille to mid-60s, that was when he started out. Doon siya nagsimula with Shaquille.
Tsaka may konti yung tweet daw dyan. Ang ginagawa daw ni Shaquille O'Neal, may nagbabantay sa kanya para mag-practice ng shooting. Ang ginagawa daw ni Shaquille, kinakausap niya yung nagbabantay sa kanya. So, binibigyan na lang niya ng pera para wag na manood.
That's Coach Dave Hopla. Well, let's see how it affects the shooting touch of Talk and Text in this ball game. Willie Miller swinging it around is Vic Pablo. De Ocampo swatted by the skyscraper.
Land of the Giants.
Laki. Ang lalaki ng mga player natin dito.
Well, these are two of the biggest teams dito sa ating liga. And that's why it's going to be very hard to get easy 2 points down low.
Willie Miller, isa pang TM3. Galing dito kay Willie Miller. Kalimag, 17 feet away. He's very confident. Taritis pa lang, ano?
Ricky Kalimag now with 4 points. And Paolo, itong si Ricky Kalimag picked up from the RP Cebuana Luilair team. At hanggang ngayon, hindi pa rin siya umaalis doon. Nagpa-practice siya 2 beses isang araw for both teams. At makikita natin siya doon sa pocket tournament na paglalaroan ng ating RP team naman headed by Coach Scott Reyes. And he will be playing for that other RP team, the RP Cebuana Luilair team.
Extra work for Kalimag, loving basketball. Anong evaluation natin so far dito sa nakita natin from both imports, Earl Ike and Raheem Brown?
Well, itong si Earl Ike, very strong underneath. Pero ang problema niya, yung free throw shooting talaga niya. He'll have to work on that because he's a strong presence down low. Ang problema, pag foul siya, he only makes 1 or 2 out of his free throws. Actually, isa lang yung average niya. He shoots about 50-55%. Para dito kay Raheem Brown naman, nanggigigil. Gustong-gusto magpakita. Two of our younger imports, itong si Raheem Brown is only 25. Ito namang si Earl Ike is 26 years old.
Alapag is back on the hard court. Amaso to Miller. 7 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Miller, another outside attempt. Isa pang TM3. Dito kay Willie Miller, hindi tumapak sa linya. They'll only give him 2 points on that basket.
At Paolo, makikita mo yung patience itong PhonePals. Maganda yung pagka-setup ni Jimmy Alapag off that zone defense na pinapakita ng Santa Lucia Realtors.
Again, they clogged that baseline.
He'll have to learn how to pass out a little bit quicker itong si Raheem Brown. He's attracting the defense. Ang problema, he's either forcing his shot or late na yung pagpasa niya.
There's Brown. Tumingin pa sa linya, partner.
Well, he could start doing that. Shoot from the outside. Hindi siya may help pa ng defense dyan. But that was only his second field goal out of 7 attempts.
(30-23). PhonePals now ahead by 7. Nelbert Omolon slide in for a basket. Miller. Jimmy Alapag. Now it's Earl Ike. Earl Ike with a lefty move.
And it's so hard to defend Earl Ike. Sobrang laki nga ng katawan niya. Hindi mo siya maurong. Ikaw yung umaatras every time he moves towards the basket.
Eyeball to eyeball with Camaso. Brown. Is a TM threat.
Paolo, yun yung sinasabi ko. Set up niya yung teammates niya. Pasa niya na mas maaga. That time, Paolo Mendoza with a 3-point shot.
That's exactly what you pointed out. This time, Yancy De Ocampo off the mark. Patrick Fran still has not seen action today. Sa mga veterano dito ng Talk and Text. .507 to play here. The second quarter, being in a bola ito si Brown. Swatted away, get it out of there.
Good defense by the Talk and Text phone. Pati yung sinasabi na hindi lang yung help defense, pati yung primary defense na binibigay nitong si Harvey Carey down low.
Well, again, a similar situation na kung saan nasupalpal itong si Marlo Aquino. Pero ang kanyang teammate, si Nelbert Omolon.
Maganda naman dyan, kung ikaw yung offensive person, dapat mag-offensive rebound ka dun sa opposite side, dun sa weak side, kasi mabagal yung pag-rotate nun sa baba.
Earl Ike. Miller. He's been the hot hand here in quarter number 2. Sa pang TM threat, galing dito kay Willie Miller.
Paolo, 13 points na itong si Willie Miller and 2 3-point shots in the game. 3 3-point shots itong si Willie Miller.
Aquino. Outside to Mendoza. Loose ball will be picked up by Alapag. It's 2-0. And then Miller will finish it off. Pumilit dito ang pace ng laro, no? Talk and Text starting to run the break. 37-30. Here's Brown. Balled up again. Clobbered by Earl Ike.
Walang kailangan gawin itong si Raheem Brown nga. Either take jump shots or subukan naman niya mag-spin towards the middle.
Fast break play. Then the interception. Talk and Text is off again. Look at Camaso.
In a blink of an eye, Paolo, 11 points na ang kalamangan.
Full court pressure applied here by Talk and Text. Again, it's na magbababa ng bola. Espino back to Captain Barbel. Alam mo, si Duremdes has been quiet here in quarter number 2.
Well, hindi pa siya masyado nakakatanggap ng bola, Paolo.
And look, coming off a timeout, that's a good play. That's something Coach Al Francis Chua would want.
Nag-iba yung tira niya, but he took it quick to the middle, and he got a shot and the foul.
Camaso with a kalawit rebound, really getting those rebounds way up high. Camaso. All movement para sa PhonePals. Alapag. Swish. Umaarangkada na dito ang kupunan ng Talk and Text. 44-32. They're on top by a dozen. Duremdes. Outside to Mendoza. Now it's Espino. Ayaw pa rin. 3-on-2 fast break play. Alapag to carry and Camaso. The Talk and Text PhonePals now playing beautiful music on the break.
With their biggest lead in the game, Paolo, 14 points. Aquino chipping away on this lead of the Talk and Text PhonePals. Paolo, kanina, Talk and Text was on a 26-13 run at 12 points doon galing kay Willie Miller. 12 points sa second quarter alone.
Kaya yung talagang uminit para sa white shirt.
Offensive foul dito kay Earl Ike, second personal foul.
Sino bang nagsabi na nagre-recover pa ito si Willie Miller?
Dito natin si Coach Joel Banal still intently watching his boys at yung depensa sigurado tinitignan niya.
Paulo Mendoza short. Tumatakbo dito ang Talk and Text. Pagod na si Marlo Aquino, hindi bumababa. Good. Duremdes is able to get the block. Still walking down the court. It's only now he got to the other side.
A little bit winded the past 3 times kasi down the floor. Paolo siya ang tumira. And it takes a lot out of him pag umo-opensa siya, especially with big guys and the way the defense of the Talk and Text PhonePals is playing it.
Leo Campo, 6'9" against Aquino, 6'9". The two tall centers going at it, and Deo Campo will get the jump shot. Twelve seconds on the shot clock. Omolon driving and attacking the defense.
Giving a different look itong Santa Lucia Realtors. Ngayon na nakaupo ang kanilang import na si Raheem Brown. So yung depensa ngayon ng PhonePals nanguhula kung sino yung titira.
Omolon biglang sumagsak at
well, he had the right idea. Mas mabilis siya laban dito kay Harvey Carey. So he took it quick to the basket at medyo na late ang help nitong si Deo Campo was called for the foul.
now back in the rotation for Coach Joel Banal. Itong si Mark Telan, Victor Pablo coming off the bench, and it looks like, alam mo, pagdating sa big men, napakaganda ng rotation dito para sa PhonePals.
Well, alam na alam gamitin itong si Coach Joel Banal ang kanyang mga malalaking mga manlalaro. Kaya naman, pagpasok nila, alam nila yung kailangan nilang gawin.
Pablo, top of the key. Now, Jimmy Alapag sizing up the defense of Paulo Mendoza. Nilabas dito kay Miller with 3 seconds on the shot clock. Alapag throws up a prayer. Nakaswerte dito ang PhonePals. They retain possession.
Another offensive rebound, Paulo, para dito sa PhonePals.
At hihingi ng 30-second timeout. At Willie Miller, Miller is on fire. Dito po sa second quarter. Hindi na po kumakasya yung yung mga puntos dito sa ating score sheet.
15 points pa in the second quarter.
He's come up with 4 3-pointers in the ball game.
Siguro nakita niya yung stats itong si Kenneth Duremdes last game. 7 out of 11. Mukhang gusto niyang pantayan or hindi man lampasan yung stat na yun ni Duremdes.
Alapag, 6 seconds on the clock. Here's Telan. Deo Campo ends the quarter for Big Dome. Paolo Trillo together with Dominic Uy, and at courtside, kasama natin si Eric Reyes. The PhonePals taking charge in the second quarter. Ngayon, lumaki na ulit ang lamang, 53-35 to start quarter number 3.
Paolo, importante para dito sa Santa Lucia Realtors to get a good start at the start of the third quarter. Hindi nila pwedeng pamagain pa itong kalamangan ng PhonePals. You have to be able to set up their offense well.
Alapag, outside to Pablo, open for the shot, good line. But no cigar. Here comes Raven again. At careless passing ang nakikita natin coming from Santa Lucia.
Ano nangyayari? The way Santa Lucia's playing, parang sila yung lamang.
Oh, look at Stellan.
And look at the concern of Willie Miller. And everybody in the Talk and Text PhonePals bench breaks into a laugh.
Si Willie Miller. What a character, ano? Tingin ko, partner, pagkatapos ng karir nito si Willie Miller, magiging artista to.
Oo, pwede komedyante yan eh.
Komedyante, pwede. Alright, Ennis Espino. The foul ends 1.
That's what they need. They need Dennis Espino to step up on offense. Hindi pwedeng puro import lang ang pupuntahan nila. Kailangan the guys like Espino, Duremdes, Paulo Mendoza especially have to hit it from the outside.
Bonus free throw here for Dennis the Menace. It's a 16-point lead for the PhonePals. Make that 15 points. Alapag, tight pass inside. Earl Ike making room for himself.
And Paolo, yun lang yung pinapakita ni Earl Ike, yung strength na, like he said, making room for himself.
Ito, mukhang mas agresibo ngayon itong si Dennis Espino. Nakakuha ng foul dito kay Bong Ravena.
So 2 times down the floor, they went to Espino. The first time nakashoot siya and got fouled. This time, he got fouled again. So looks like Espino is gonna take the Santa Lucia Realtors on his shoulders.
Well, they're looking for the higher percentage shot at this point. No, pinupuntahan nila mga post-up players nila. Mukhang unsuccessful sila nung first half nung pinupuntahan nila si Brown.
So far, Kenneth Duremdes off target versus Alaska. He had 36 points and 10 rebounds. Ngayon, 4.4 rebounds lang. Well, not too many attempts also by Duremdes in this game.
Jimmy Alapag, watched closely by Mendoza. Earl Ike looking inside. Tatakbo ngayon ang green shirt. Duremdes thinking 3 and now taking it closer. Ravena seeing action here in the third quarter, and wait a minute. Pagod na raw yung bola. Pahinga daw muna.
And Martelan trying to tell the referees na goaltending yon, but it's gonna be a jump ball when you have that kind of an infraction. Pag naipit, jump ball right away.
Bong Ravena here in the third quarter.
Well, he wants to give time also para dun sa older guards na like Bong Ravena to try to open things up. Also, further para dito sa Talkitar PhonePals.
Bukas si Ravena at the corner. Earl Ike did not see him. Instead, it's now Telan. Now they get another possession here.
Even if they miss that shot, Paolo, ang ganda ng extra pass. Makikita natin si Mark Telan nakuha niya yung offensive rebound. Pinasa niya kay Bong Ravena. He was open, pero nakita niya mas open si Jimmy Alapag. Unselfish Bong Ravena. Even if they didn't make that shot, that's a good play.
Early substitution dito si Kenneth Duremdes. Papalitan ni Gonzalez.
Going very big. Itong si Coach Al Francis Chua.
Looks like Brown now can even slide to the 2 spot. Gonzalez got the rebound but will not find sunlight. Tight inside pass, Ravena. And then ball will go back to Santa Lucia. Here comes Mendoza. Espino on the break. Brown finally getting an inside attempt and a shot.
He has to work his
At the
way.
post, he's clearing the defense of Marlo Aquino.
You know itong si Earl Ike, he's built like a football player.
Oh, yes. Got those broad shoulders and that
Thick chest.
he's a huge import. I like. Tatakbo ngayon ulit ang phone pass. Jimmy Alapag trying to read the defense. Instead, he goes outside. Gonzalez. Kung nagdadala ng bola ngayon na kay Espino. Espino thinking of the jumper. 2 dribbles inside the lane. Hindi papasok ang kanyang pirouette move. Teka muna. Sabi ng ating
The foul on Earl Ike. Third personal foul.
okay, so Ike got 3 personal fouls now. And it's time for Vic Pablo and Harvey Carey to check back in. Alam mo ito si Harvey Carey, he will be a big addition for the phone pals, especially down the stretch in the conference. No, dahil he's still trying to adjust. But if you recall, nung unang pagdating nito si Harvey Carey, he was such a good player for the phone pals.
Oh, Paolo, he was averaging double-doubles. And, sorry, miss for Harvey Carey.
Mendoza, that's what he does best. Hit the outside jumper at walang nakatingin dito kay Don Camaso. Just a walk in the park, and
that's a no-no for the Santa Lucia Realtors. And Coach Al Francis Chua not liking that the Santa Lucia Realtors are not able to get back on defense. And Paolo, yun naman ang disadvantage pag malaki yung nilalagay mo na team sa loob. Mas mabagal mo ba on defense.
Fast hands. Aquino will keep the leather with 5 on the shot clock. Aquino bottled up inside, and let's see what gives.
Looks like another foul on Ike.
Pang-apat na foul na yan ni Harvey Carey. Oh, it goes on Earl Ike rather. The pang-apat na foul on Earl Ike. At meron pa tayong 7:04 to play here in the third quarter.
Could spell bad news para dito kay Coach Joel Canal. Not taking any chances. Stop din ang kagad itong import na si Earl Ike.
So they have the luxury right now of resting their import. They're on top here by a dozen. 57-45. Pero ang katanungan dito, kung gaano ba katagal, pwede nilang wag ilalaro ito si Earl Ike.
So depende yan, Paolo, sa ipapakita ng Realtors. Pag mag-run ng Realtors, then they'll have to bring back their import right away. Pero kung maganda pa rin ang lalaro ng locals ng phone pals, hindi nila kailangan ibalik kagad itong si Earl Ike.
Look, no one picking up Miller outside. Del Campo throws it down anyway. He'll get the 2 point.
Paolo, mukhang nagpagutan na si Marlo Aquino. He's walking down the floor.
Oh yes, he looks really winded at this point. Miller. Alapag, look at the good pass inside it again. Just have to give credit to the phone pals for really moving that ball very well.
Well, alam nila mas mabagal on their feet itong Santa Lucia Realtors. The way to beat that, move the ball. Subukan mo silang pahabulin hanggang mahanap mo yung mas libreng tao, and that time itong Don Camaso down low.
Camaso now already with 8 points and 5 rebounds. He's coming off a big game sa kanilang opening game against Jakarta. You take a look at his numbers in that ball game. Camaso with a double-double, 15 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists. And he looks like he's also keeping in pace for a double-double in this ball game.
Well, Paolo, we heard na itong si Don Camaso just coming off a stint in the US. Binadala dun sa same camp na pinadala si Mark Talan. Ang pinadala naman ngayon, Don Camaso and Nino Gelig. So mukhang nakatulong din para dito kay Don Camaso.
Oh yes, nauso ko si manager nila, si Frankie Lim. At sabi nga niya sa akin, no, it really helps out not only with the training that they get, but more on the confidence level, ano?
Well, kita mo naman nangyari kay Mark Telan last conference. Played the best conference of his career, and they're hoping to do the same for Don Camaso.
Offensive foul here. Ang itatawag nila kay Marlo Aquino. At alam mo, kanina nabanggit natin na medyo pagod na ito si Marlo Aquino, and that is one telltale sign that a player's winded. When you start committing those turnovers, looks like he's really tired at this point.
Oh, especially yung mga offensive foul na yun, Paolo. You're trying to muscle your way in, but that time he stuck out his elbow. That's why he was called for an offensive foul.
Miller on Demape. Demape will come away with it. Clean steal, Mendoza.
A good foul by Patrick Franz, stopping the streaking Paulo Mendoza.
Well, ito si Paulo Mendoza really falling hard on the hardwood. (61-45). Still a 16-point lead here for Talk and Text. With 5:34 to play in quarter number 3. Nung lumabas itong import nila si Earl Ike, they were on top by a dozen.
So namaga pa masalo yung Kalamangan.
Mendoza. Jump shot is short. Crossover move by Brown, and
Raheem Brown still not able to buy a basket. Before that attempt, Paolo, he was shooting 3 out of 13. Ngayon, 3 out of 14 na. Para kay Raheem the Dream Brown.
Well, Raheem Brown, mukhang nightmare to this game para kay Raheem Brown. Oh yes, he's having a difficult time. Brown out of Florida Atlantic University. Also played in countries like Italy, Argentina, and Brazil. But you know, so far he has really not been able to adjust both to the playing style here in the PBA and in the flow of things with his teammates.
Well, he's been trying too hard. I think yun yung problema niya at the start of the game. He was trying too hard to show what he can do. He settles down, picks his shot a little bit better, he'll be more effective.
Pasok ang pangalawang free throw ni Brown. Camaso. Walk it up. Talk and Text spreading the floor very well. Ating depensa ng Talk and Text still keeping right there. Harvey Carey.
Traveling. Good call by the referees. Could get a run this time for the Santa Lucia Realtors. Bring in a little bit of the quicker guys to match up on defense. Try to get Raheem Brown going down low.
Ibet Demape able to hand it off to Ricky Kalimag, at ipapasok yung tira ni Kalimag. Here comes the PhonePals once again. Notice how Coach Joel Banal gave Bong Ravena some playing time in the third quarter. Ngayon si Patrick Stra naman ang veteranong ipinasok niya.
Well, he always has a veteran inside to make sure things are under control. Nahuli dun sa foul na yun si Ibet Demape.
Substitution for the Realtors, number 3, Tony Omalon for Ricky Kalima.
So ngayon naman, going small itong Santa Lucia Realtors, Paolo.
Yes, Omolon back in the fray here to replace Kalimag. Franz outside to Miller. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Camaso. Gagamit ba ng Devampo pick? Instead, Don Camaso will try to go baseline at
Offensive foul, number 20, Don
tatawagan siya ng offensive foul.
A little bit impatient itong si Don Camaso for fourth personal foul.
61-47. Mendoza against the double team. High looper. So at the 4-minute mark here, it's 61-49. And still a very manageable lead for Santa Lucia to break down. De Ocampo. Yancy with a step back.
Beautiful shot by Yancy De Ocampo. Fade away using his height.
And you know, if Yancy De Ocampo starts to really master that shot, napakahirap pigilan yung tirang yan, partner.
Oo, especially in the coming years in the PBA. Madami pang taon na lalaroin itong si Yancy De Ocampo.
Demape. Oh, good follow by Dennis Jimenez. Carry, using his left hand.
Ang bilis yung tira yun.
Oh, I don't know if the import, Raheem Brown, was just caught unaware or he's just too tired to jump.
Could be also. Looks like he's a little bit winded also itong si Raheem Brown.
Remember, some of these players, some of these imports, not really used to playing all 48 minutes in a basketball game, pero dito sa PBA, talagang hinahanap sila yung mga players na pwedeng tumagal ng 40 plus minutes.
48 minutes, nasa iyo parate bola, lahat ginagawa mo. It's really tough to be an import here in the PBA.
De Ocampo, power dribble, and then he picks up the foul. Yung power dribble na yan, nakaka-ano ka ng momentum, going up.
Definitely, diyan ka kumukuha ng strength, Paolo. Ang problema lang pag nag-power dribble ka.
Demape left wide open, in and out. Here comes Obolon. And the defense of Talk and Text actually is what got them to where they are right now. A very active hand on the defensive end.
And Paolo, 14 points pa rin ang kalamangan ng Talk and Text PhonePals. Nakaupo pa yung import nila.
They've been able to sustain the lead and even put it up. Espino with the lefty. Duremdes. Omolon, now it's Espino. Good box out by Harvey Carey on the import of Santa Lucia. Miller now on the offensive. Naipit si Fran, babalik na dito sa labas. Sabi ni Miller, let's set it up. Once again, Miller.
Took one too many steps itong si Willie Miller.
Willie Miller leads all scorers with 18 points, pero karamihan din sa mga puntos niya sa first half ay nanggaling sa labas.
At sa second quarter, Paolo, hindi pa siya nakaka-score dito sa ating third quarter.
Duremdes. It's Miller outside to Brown. Mas nakaka-shoot ito si Brown pag tumitira ito sa labas.
13 points now for Raheem Brown. His first 3-point shot made dito sa kanyang PBA career.
Very short. Santa Lucia looking to chop on this lead. Now it's only an 11-point lead. They can put it down to single digits here. Demape posting up Captain Marbel. Marbel against Patrick Fran. Outside to Brown. Brown. Can he make it 2 in a row? Nope.
Short that time for Raheem Brown. Paolo, parang yung leg ni Raheem Brown in today's game is not the same.
And earlier he was wearing a sleeve on one of his calves. Now sleeve is not there anymore. Miller. Donbel Belano. He knocks down Belano.
6 points for Donbel Belano. Steady scoring, 2 in the first, 2 in the second, and now 2 in the third quarter.
Omolon gets it inside. 67 to 54. It's a baker's dozen lead for Santa Lucia. Duremdes. At nakita natin yung adjustment dito. Si Pablo ang bumapantay ngayon kay Kenneth Duremdes.
Well, parang naka-zone yung Talk and Text PhonePals that time. In anticipation na si Duremdes na yung pumupos at i-kick out nila dun sa import na si Raheem Brown or whoever is the shooter kasi si Raheem Brown nakaupo ngayon.
They were able to chop the lead down but went back up to 13. Let's see what they do here in the fourth. Omolon. Tatakbo na naman ito si Belano. Fumbled the ball. Belano. Anticipated by Omolon, and that will be
An advantage
And yes.
foul.
Advantage foul on number 30.
an advantage foul.
The second personal, second team foul.
Quick hands that time by Nelbert Omolon. They'll need a lot more of those plays para makabalik sila dito sa larong ito.
Yes. Ngayon, nagpapahinga naman ang import ng Santa Lucia. Aquino is back in.
The free throws for Victoria Omolon.
Omolon now will shoot a pair. At so we're going all Filipino now. Earl Ike started with foul trouble, resting for talk and text. Si Raheem Brown looked a little bit winded also a while ago.
Yes, Paolo. I'd just like to give an update on Raheem Brown. Ano? Kung pumunta ako sa bench nila, di ba last game nagkaroon siya ng cramp. So ngayon, sumasakit-sakit pa rin yung part ng binti niya na binamasahe pa rin. But I think that's one reason bakit nagkakaproblema siya with his mobility because nananakit pa rin yung calf muscle. But one thing that I really like and I wanted to tell you guys was yung tattoo niya sa left arm niya nakalagay doon, never give up. That's why kahit masakit yung legs niya, laban pa rin siya. Back to you, Dominic.
Well, we're sure to see him back in the fourth quarter a little later. At laban daw ng laban ito si Raheem Brown. We noticed that calf, ano ba tawag natin doon? Calf muscle strap, no, that was on it.
Parang leave.
Yes.
So tingnan natin yung third quarter field goal. Santa Lucia shooting score 26%. Talk and text continue to shoot very well with 41 for their side.
Off the iron, Doremdes. 2 steps closer.
Oo. Yun ang inahanap ni Coach Al Francis Chua, kaya naman napapalakpak siya with that play of Duremdes and Demape.
67 to 58. Umahabol na po dito ang Santa Lucia. Only a 9-point lead now, single-digit lead. De Ocampo, harap-harapan eh.
Shooting over the outstretched arms of Marlo Aquino.
We call that a facial.
Kayang-kaya naman bumalik nitong Santa Lucia Realtors sa larong ito. Kailangan lang nila magtama sa labas.
And that time, Duremdes shooting it off the mark. Delano's pass picked off. Here comes Demape. Ran tried to foul him. And there's no foul called.
Tit for tat yun, foul. Kanina hindi rin natawagan yung foul dito ni Omolon. Sa kabila, hindi rin natawagan yung foul ni Patrick Brand.
So, the referee's letting the players play here. Balik dito ngayon si Alapag and Miller
and assistant coach Virgil Villavicencio talking to Don Belvedano and giving him some words of advice.
9:46 play here in the fourth quarter. Alapag,
Beautiful pass.
everything but the shot on that play. Mukhang nabigla ata si Victor Pablo.
Naunahan pa kita doon, Pao. Sobrang ganda ng pasa. Kala ko sure to na, pero nakita mo nga nag-help.
Yeah, it's those little things in basketball that really give you an advantage. At dito sa ball game na ito, parang nakita natin yung pasahan ng talk and text na talagang nagpapaganda ng kanilang opensa.
Well, kaya naman they've been very successful in the recent past is because they've learned how to make that extra pass and not look for just themselves. And that's, you can credit that to Coach Joel Banal na alam naman natin who's also a very unselfish player.
And right now, 71 to 58, the lead back to 13. Still no sign of both imports coming in. Demape. Espino, bounce pass inside.
Ayaw talaga makashoot itong Realtors na malapit.
Delan. That's with Pablo. De Ocampo hit one earlier. Naatake niya na naman si Marlo Aquino. Basket and one for the postman, De Ocampo.
And Marlo Aquino getting a bit frustrated.
Centro. De Ocampo starting to learn how to get that shot up against a taller defender.
The future is bright for Yancy Del Campo. 11 points in the game. Captain Barbel. Inside, Aquino. Hindi naman magpapaisa itong si Marlo Aquino. Siya naman ang bumawi. We got the foul. Tignan natin kumakaroon sa free throw para mababa itong kalamangan ng PhonePals, which stands at 16.
Well, Marlo Aquino, so far in this ball game, titignan natin kanyang offensive output. He has double digits, 10 points. So far, still scoreless here in the fourth.
And Coach Al Francis Chua trying to think what he can do to motivate his boys and try to get his boys back dito sa larong ito. And Earl Ike still resting. Been resting for a good 12 minutes already, one whole quarter.
Santa Lucia now showing us some zone defense. Alapag is free from that top area. Duremdes. Matatawagan ng foul dito si Jimmy Alapag. Second team foul for, no, rather, the fourth team foul for Talking Tech. Second personal foul for Alapag. Mark Telan.
Quick hands by Mark Telan. Alam mo, kailangan natin mahanapan ng moniker itong si Mark Telan.
Madali yan, partner. Mamaya. Aquino. Figaro. Right now, Santa Lucia just trading baskets with Talking Tech. It's still a 15-point advantage with 8 minutes to play. That's why there's really been no need for Earl Ike to check back in.
Just look at the PhonePals move the ball around so well. That time naagawan sila.
Duremdes entering the lane and getting banged up here by Del Campo. Captain Marbel coming off a big ball game. Ating score labang pa rin ng Talking Tech with 7:38 to play.
We're gonna need a little bit more of his shooting. Paolo, ito si Kenneth Duremdes. Duremdes only with 4 points in the game. Sabi mo nga, Paolo, in the last game he had 36 points and 10 rebounds. But today, 4 points off target itong si Duremdes, but still has 7 minutes and 38 seconds to go in this game to be able to bring his team back.
Duremdes will shoot 2 free throws, and waiting to check in is the Santa Lucia import, si Raheem Brown. Duremdes will knock in both free throws. Alapag. Miller still quiet here in the second half, as Alapag will drain it from the side.
And Paolo, kaya naman lamang na lamang itong Talking Tech PhonePals. Look at the fast break points. Talking Tech with 18, Santa Lucia only with 4. Well, we all know naman na the PhonePals really like to run more than the Santa Lucia Realtors.
So that's yung TM3 ni Alapag will now up the lead here, 79 to 63. So Jimmy Alapag now scoring in the fourth quarter, only 6 points, but he's been quarterbacking very well for this team.
Well, maganda yung ikot niya ng bola, maganda yung pagkuha niya ng pace, and the way he's been orchestrating, like you said, the team.
Mendoza in a foot race at pupunta sa linya na naman ito si Mendoza for some free throws.
Yan ang kailangan ng Realtors ngayon, Paolo, change of pace. And with the entry of Paulo Mendoza and Chester Tolomia, Coach Al Francis Chua is hoping na makukuha niya yung bilis na kailangan ng kanyang koponan.
So Chester Tolomia back in. Coach Al Francis Chua giving him a break here. Let's see what he can do. Mendoza. Once played for the UP Fighting Maroons back in his college days.
And known to be a scorer.
Yes.
One of the few players, I think he scored 60 or 70 points in one game. Paolo, di ba nakalaban mo nung high school yan?
Actually, in high school, batchmate ko yan. There would be games when he'd drop 50 points and it would be just another day, another day in the life of Paolo Mendoza. But right now, nag-adjust na siya. He has had to switch that point guard spot here in the PBA.
Not taking as many shots as he's used to.
De Ocampo up and under move.
Just good moves by Yancy De Ocampo. Ganda ng pinapakita talaga niya.
Alam mo, hindi ko alam kung nasa-challenge ito si De Ocampo or he just really likes the matchup against Aquino, pero ang ganda ng pinapakita niya against the Skyscraper.
Fifth personal foul na ni Marlo Aquino yon. And Yancy De Ocampo, 11 points and 6 rebounds.
Also got a smooth touch from the free throw line.
Well, alam natin, Paolo, itong si De Ocampo kaya rin sumut niyan galing sa 3 points.
Good shooting range for a big man. Sa ganyan ang basketball ngayon It has really evolved into the big men finding some range and the small men finding a way to work it inside also.
So, kailangan complete talaga yung package, especially at this level of basketball.
Colombia to Brown. Brown back to Aquino. Facing up against Earl Ike. So now both imports back in the ball game. Mendoza will swing it around. And Espino with the extra dribble. It's been one of those days for Santa Lucia.
Well, maganda rin yung defense na naman nun, Paolo, ng PhonePals. Nung nakita ni Espino, kala niya may libre na siyang lane. But they were still help defense that made him change the shot.
Miller. They post up Earl Ike. Now it's Camaso with the fake. He'll launch from outside. Boom! Shot by Don Camaso.
Kumpiyansa nga, sabi mo, Paolo, ang dala-dala nitong si Don Camaso pagbalik galing sa America with that training camp that he went to for 2 weeks.
Pati yung galaw niya on the floor, they look very comfortable playing his position now. Siya pang kumukuha dito kay Brown. Good tap to Miller. De Ocampo with the throwdown.
Switching hands itong si Yancy De Ocampo. And look at the whole Toketex PhonePals bench applauding the efforts of their teammates.
Espino. And Earl Ike will be called for the elbow, well, more like a hand-checking foul.
Couldn't believe the call. That's his personal foul.
Breaks out with a smile. Well, he can afford to with this big lead. This is our import matchup for the ball game.
Both imports not really getting their A game today, but Earl Ike, I'm sure, is happy dahil lamang ang kanyang koponan by 19 points, 11 points siya, 10 rebounds and 2 blocks. Raheem Brown naman, 13 points and 6 rebounds.
Po ang ating import matchup. But it's Talk and Text enjoying this 18-point advantage here. Game started out very tight in the first quarter.
Both teams going down low. Madami tayong mga foul, madami tayong mga free throws. Pero nung second quarter, nung pumasok si Willie Miller, biglang lumayo itong Toketex PhonePals. He had 4 3-point shots nung pagpasok niya.
Baseline inbound. Brown posting up, forcing his way against the double team and
complaining to the referees that he got fouled.
Miller. Here come the green shirts now. Time slowly running out on Santa Lucia.
Well, just a 16-point lead now. They could try to get keep on pushing the ball. Para time is not on their side, Paolo. Kailangan talaga nilang madaliin lahat ng mga tira nila in the sense na pagkakuha nila ng rebound, i-push down nila kagad yung bola.
Talk and Text making use of this shot clock. And then a foul called on Miller's attempt. So they were able to really get the best out of that possession.
And Chester Tolomea trying to talk to the referees na hindi man lang daw niya nahawakan. Well, tignan natin if we can get the replay of that. At ang masakit doon, Paolo, na foul siya doon sa may 3-point line. So 3 free throws para kay Willie Miller.
Called the foul. At punta naman natin si Eric. Tanungin natin, ano bang balita dyan, Eric?
Yes, Paolo, nag-gather ko from the Talk and Text bench, yung training pala na ginagawa ni Don Camaso sa States, grabe pala yan. It entails a lot of shooting and agility sabay. So talaga nakakapagod. And then I heard 3 times a day pa nga daw sila mag-practice for like 2 weeks. At kasabay niya yung mga college players sa States. Kaya nakikita naman natin yung big improvement ni Don Camaso. Back to you, Paolo and Dominic.
Maraming salamat sa Eric. No? And yes, that is true. No? They get to practice twice a day. Napaka-concentrated ng nila, no? the camp.
What an opportunity para dun sa mga manlalarong na nakakapunta doon. Yung kaya naman Mark Telan and Don Camaso in today's game showing kung anong natutunan nila doon at big improvement. Sayang naman kasi pag pumunta ka doon kasi hindi ka nag-improve.
Well, that's something that the players will have to continuously bring in the ball game here for Talk and Text. Carry to Alapag. They swing it out. Don Camaso now to Miller. So much ball movement displayed today by Talk and Text. Referees will let this one go. Santa Lucia on the attack.
And Tolomea hitting nothing but the side of the board.
I was just about to say something. Tumama din sa board. Napaisip ako eh. Tolomea normally would not shoot that way, but so far in today's ballgame, he has been off the mark. Miller. Simple finger roll.
Miller now with 23 points and 7 rebounds.
Willie Miller has really led the charge here for Talk and Text. It's been a solid performance for the whole team, actually. The PhonePals. Earl Ike holding his defense against Espino. PhonePals ain't done yet. Miller and Alapag. Alapag from the side, yes. He will drain it in the ballgame. It looks like Coach Al Francis Chua has thrown in the white flag. Pumasok na dito si Max Muan.
At tinabas niya ng kanyang import, Paolo, na si Raheem Brown.
Yes. Well, on the Talk and Text side, ipinahinga na rin si Earl Ike, the import. Only the final score really to be settled here. Nino Gelig. There's Willie Miller using the window.
And the foul on Nino Gelig. Another guy who just came from the States, no, Paolo?
Oh, yeah.
Kasama niya si Don Camaso. So makikita natin siguro in the future games pag nabigyan ng mas madaming oras itong si Nino Gelig kung na bang nakuha niya dun sa, sabi mo nga, intensive 2-week camp na gawa nila.
Well, 94-71 is the score with 1:14 to play.
Coach Joel Banal, and dun sa inset ng screens nyo, behind the bench was that shooting coach na sinabi nga ni Eric na si Dave Hopla. Sinabi ko rin, Paolo, na malaking natulong. He was here for 2 weeks helping out the PhonePals, the Ateneo Blue Eagles, and the San Beda Red Lions.
Giving just some lectures and some training sessions on shooting. The Talk and Text looking to make this the third consecutive conference we're in, they have a 2-0 start.
And Camaso trying to slam that ball. Well, alam naman natin itong si Don Camaso, former slam dunk champion.
Oh, he can get up there, no doubt.
And Alapag making another 3-point shot, extending their lead to 26.
Mendoza, ball will just fall out of bounds, and it looks like so far with Earl Ike, the PhonePals will notch their second win.
And still, look, Paolo, look at the Talkitex PhonePals still being very patient dun sa kanilang opensa. Hindi sila nagmamadali, panay pa rin ang ikot ng bola at walang mga pilit na tira.
Masa just throwing it up. You know, Talkitex, of course, with Harvey Carey back, it's very deep together with their import.
But itong si Bitoy Omolon scoring 11 points in today's game. And the PhonePals, like you said, Paolo playing very well, moving the ball.